Okay, so welcome back to the aircraft hangar. And this is the rocket ramp. Oh, it's actually a ski jump, but I've called it the rocket ramp. Reason is, I fitted 2 rockets, one underneath each underside of the wing. Attached decouplers, so it'll decouple once they're spent. Now, for some reason, once I added this 15-ton sort of segment, this engineering piece here, the actual ski jump, it completely reduced. For some reason, KER doesn't seem to like, or sometimes it doesn't seem to be able to calculate decoupling properly. You can see a decoupler there when the SRBs ignite. Motor, let the motor wind up to full power and reheat, engages, then tap the space bar, the SRBs ignite, and this decouples, and it should go along the runway, along the ski jump and up off the ski jump. But according to this, it's got 0.48 thrust weight. No, that is nonsense, because it's about 1.4, and with the SRBs it's 1.53. It's actually 1.8. So I don't know what's going on there with KER, but I've seen this before. But I've got a few days, about 2 weeks before the first manned pods are unlocked. So I've got a couple of weeks to mess around still. So I've got at least one more attempt after this. Hopefully it will keep straight down the runway. The ski jump, hopefully, but because it's KSP, it doesn't always follow logically. So I've got the clamp over there holding this in place. That is up here. Really put it up to there now. So that will not decouple. But with it being KSP, the physics could go a little bit sort of wonky, as per usual. So I've got 7 days, 2 hours, but I haven't used the scrapyard yet. Will I bring it down at all? No. So obviously recovering aircraft parts isn't the same as rocket parts. So I don't know what's going on there. Okay, so running through it, I have modified these control surfaces. This one is set to, let's take a quick look, to spoiler. So the 2 outer control surfaces are set to spoiler. The 2 inner ones are set to flaps, if it lets me bring it up. So that's active on flaps. So these 2 inner points here, control surfaces, are flaps. The 2 outer ones are set to spoiler. And I have a parachute directly underneath there. I don't think you can actually quite see it. Just here. There we go. That is set to deploy fully on the contact with the ground once it's armed. So once I'm in the air, arm it, and hopefully I can get it back down to the ground, and that will bring it down to about 6 meters per second in quite a sort of short amount of time. Hopefully it'll allow it to land. It's not manned, it's still unmanned. I'm not risking any Kerbals. Not yet. If this works, I might do. Just. But what I may do is take this parachute away from here and place it behind here with the decoupler behind the cockpit. So I can decouple the cockpit and the chute can deploy, which point I should get the pilot back. Don't want to try risking sort of landing on a bumpy runway unless this actually works. Alright, so that's about it, I think. So this is actually wrong. This is 1.8 and that is about 1.5, 1.48, 1.5. It seems to be calculating, like I said, the entire 15-ton structure going with the aircraft, which is a bit strange because it decouples here. So I don't know what's going on there. Alright, so as I said, I'm going with building this. they'll head out straight to we'll go straight to the runway after the 7 days. I'll just walk forward to the 7 days. 7 hours 43 minutes and 30 seconds. But as I said, with it being Kerbal Space Program, KSP, physics are a little bit unpredictable. Okay, so I'll head to the runway. Okay, so at the runway, it would appear that the physics has loaded in nicely. Now what I could do to reduce the part count on this is use the weldment tool, which is in the VAB, I believe. I didn't actually see it in the space plane hangar, although it should have been there. Let's get rid of the lights, don't need the lights. Yeah, basically what the weldment tool does, it just makes all the structures. It's always best if you only use it for structural things, not things with actual active parts. But this would actually work quite well. Now, I don't know if this runway is going to be long enough. Right, where's far? It's Bigfoot, so I've got angle of attack. Let's leave that there. So I've got main engine, jet engine ignites to full throttle. Once it reheats, once the reheat kicks in, ignite the SRBs and the clamp disappears. Hopefully. Once the SRBs are spent, they decouple, and of course these don't matter. Alright, now I don't know if this is going to be long enough, like I said. There might be, there might not. We are unmanned, aren't we? I hope so. Yeah, that's fine. Alright. There we go then. I thought you were supposed to do that. I was afraid of that because somebody see Nah. Whoa, that's terrible. Yeah, that's bad, alright. Took it off the flipping runway with it as well. I don't think that was a good idea. My god, that was terrible. I mean, what on earth happened? I don't understand what went on there, but looks like... Yeah, underneath the wings, under the wings. I don't know how to actually overcome that. How do I overcome it? How would I overcome that? I mean, do I put something above the wing? But then at which point I had to push the nose downwards? Yeah. So it wasn't lying, it was only 48 metres per second. Yet before I actually attached it to this structure, it said 148 metres per second, which would have been quite close to takeoff speed. But at least how this works. It's all down to a bug, to be honest, so I'm going to revert back. Yeah, I think I'm going to revert the game back. I don't normally do that, but this is just such a buggy attempt. I mean, trying to go along here is buggy at best anyway. Alright, so I'm going to revert back. So I'll go back to the runway. Okay, so back at the ski jump. I've noticed that it had filled up both tanks and the cockpit with kerosene. Obviously the cockpit has a kerosene tank in it as well. Not much, but it did bring it down quite a lot. Comes to TWR. So these tanks are, well, at least this main tank is just too heavy for this. If it was full, this tank and the air intake, plus the wings, you actually fill the wings up with fuel as well. Be far too heavy. Right, so full throttle, not quite on the centre. Given how much power this thing actually has, it should have enough to take off. There's not much going down to about here. There's this here, and then I don't remember any sort of vicious bumps, at least. So I might be able to take off if I can get enough power. With the SRBs on the runway by itself, without this ski jump, I might actually be able to make it. But we'll try again with a ski jump just for now. So I've got brakes on. What should work in real life doesn't work here. Probably because the rockets are just too low as well. That's why they're flipping the aircraft. Especially when you've already got momentum from the ramp curving upwards. If you had a straight ramp, basically just a straight ramp from there to that angle, it perhaps wouldn't do that. But I'm pretty sure I've got enough TWR to take this thing off the runway just with these SRBs, helping us to accelerate. But that's the problem, we just have enough acceleration. Right. Oh, thank you. Right, so I want to revert and then go back to the aircraft hangar and just get rid of this. This is the SRBs from here, back right up to here, and then full throttle with the brakes on, full reheat, then ignite the SRBs from there, and hopefully should have enough takeoff. Yeah, that should have enough length on the runway up to about here to get off the surface. Coming back, the bumps are downwards, so it should be okay with if this parachute deploys properly on contact. It should bring us to a stop too, well, quite quickly actually. Okay, let's head back to the hangar.